Formerly a bed and breakfast, the G.D. Tarlton House in Hillsboro, Texas, was built by attorney Green Duke Tarleton. And it was the toast of the town during its heyday, and it's still a beautiful Queen Anne-style home, which also Mr. Tarleton still apparently stays in it!
Why do you ask that Mr. Tarleton is still in the house? Well, legend has it, after his second wife passed away of an illness, he was so distraught that he went up to the third floor and hanged himself. To this day, many guests still see the apparitions of Mr. Tarleton. One guest named Victoria was staying at the Tarleton House. She had been struggling with depression. Well, one night, while the family was sleeping, she snuck up the stairs to the third floor. She felt a dark vibe. As she arrived on the third floor, she felt cold and anxious. She slowly turned around and saw Mr. Tarleton. His flesh was gray and smelled of rotting meat. His lips had shriveled and were decaying on his face. Nothing was more terrifying than what he said to her.
I hear your thoughts, little girl. You know what that smell is? That, my dear, is death. Death is all I hear, all I see, all I know. Is that your desire?
Just then, Victoria said he smiled a dark, insane smile, just as if she was being strangled. Finally, she felt like he released her. She ran back down to her room. Victoria says to this day, she still thinks about that incident in Hillsboro. She says, I believe it was Mr. Tarleton I encountered, and that was his way of warning me not to do as he once did. He saved my life.
As of today, the Tarleton House is no longer a bed and breakfast, as Debbie and I found out when we visited Hillsboro. But if you still check the website, it still says you can check in, but you may not ever be able to check out.
Another beautiful historical marker is in Hillsboro, just a block from the Tarleton House. It's the Hillsboro Cemetery. The cemetery is full. The last tenants to take up residency was in the 1940s. Hey guys, it's Debbie Sexton,
And Zach Davis with Trippin Legends.
and we are just driving around in Central Texas, and we're in Hillsboro, and we had to stop at this beautiful old, I'm talking historical cemetery. It is beautiful. If you dig that kind of thing, some of these graves are from the 1800s, very hand carved. It's actually really cool.
Yes, it's very neat, very old. And, of course, because it's a cemetery,
There's dead people.
Yeah. And there are things that go bump in the night here. And people have seen apparitions walking around. A woman in a white gown, almost like a wedding gown, walking around out here. People have heard voices.
Yeah, disembodied voices. Pretty cool. So a stopping place, if you're headed down to Waco or maybe Austin and you have to come through Hillsboro, definitely check it out. Quaint little town. You'll love Hillsboro.
Yes, it's very neat, very nice. Yeah.